Stories, I'm a fool for your love.
Trust and forgiveness are two different things, but they share a very close relationship. If you think about it, many times when a situation arises and you have to forgive a person or people, most times it is someone or some people you once trusted in some way. But first off, our ultimate trust should be in God and not in man. Psalms 118:8 tells us that it is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in people. So simply saying, our trust shouldn't be so deep in a person that when they do something, it nearly kills us. You may be surprised, upset, hurt. And many people don't say this, but you have a right to be. I believe we have a right to be hurt and we have a right to be angry. But the problem is when we allow that hurt and anger to stay, causing us to not forgive a person, to walk in unforgiveness for years or forever. Humanly speaking, yes, we have people that we trust, and we all have people that we trust more than others. So, of course, if those people that we trust more do something towards us, then our anger and our hurt will be more immense. So, what I'm really just saying is, you shouldn't trust no one more than you trust God. God is the ultimate person that we should trust. Yes, God is invisible, but that's not why we can trust him, because he's invisible and no one can see him and things like that. Because the Holy Spirit reveals things to people that have a discerning spirit. If you have a discerning spirit, the Holy Spirit can show you things and tell you things about a person that is secret, that only they know, that they haven't told anyone. So I'm not saying, oh, your ultimate trust can be in God because no one can see God. So of course he won't betray your trust. So that's not the case. 1 Peter 5:7 says, give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. It don't say some worries. It say all worries. We can talk to God literally about anything. Number one, he know it anyway. So nothing is hidden from him. But we can go to God about anything. There are times when I go through things, and if I just get by myself and I just talk to God, just telling him how I feel, like I just feel so much better. Instead of quickly calling somebody, because sometimes you might not call the right person. You might not get the right advice, especially in moments where you are tempted to cut up. Sometimes things can get to you and you're ready to snap back at something. But sometimes if you just take a breath, pray about it, it just make you feel better and you might make a better decision. Because sometimes we all know that, sometimes we could call people that could give us bad advice. So I like to, I don't always, because sometimes my flesh might take over, but if I go to God and talk to him about things, a lot of times I feel better and my mind is changed on the action that I was going to take previously before talking to him. And some people will say, oh, don't be worrying God. God ain't got time for that little stuff. You don't need to be talking to God about that. Listen, God is timeless. God is omnipotent. Nothing is too minute to him. In 2 Peter 3:8 it says, but you must not forget this one thing, dear friends. A day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, and 1,000 years is like a day. He got time. I don't care how small it is, He got the time for you to talk to Him. I do believe that God sends us people. I'm not saying, look, don't trust nobody, don't tell nobody nothing, don't go to nobody for advice. I'm not saying that, because I do believe that God gives us people, because I do believe we need people, because we have wise counsel around us. God made people for people. I mean, even Adam got a helpmeet. My main point is, put your ultimate trust in God.